Howdy guys, welcome back to the Combustion Guys YouTube channel, and we've got the Greeny Beanie back. So we got Greeny Beanie, and it is time for the GMC Envoy to get some things done to it. I've also been having a little bit of an issue with fuel pressure, or not, oil pressure, and so it's very hit and miss. Now that we're in a little bit of winter, it hasn't been popping up as much, but it was having some issues during summer driving around where it would suddenly go to 0 for whatever reason, then the check engine light, check gauges light would come on. And so just reading from that, the simple answer, which I want to hope it's a simple answer on that, is this little guy right here is a oil pressure sensor. And so also Todd noticed while he was working on redoing the rear suspension on this that there's some oil drops from the front. So if this has failed, how it usually fails according to some videos and some forums and stuff that I read, is that the seal goes bad once it fails, and so the oil starts coming out from where this plugs in right above the oil filter. So we're going to find out if we replace this, if one, we get rid of that oil leak, and two, also if we stop getting, during the hotter days when we're driving this around, get those weird oil pressure changes. So also could unfortunately be a oil pump that's slowly failing, but it seems like on these this is probably the most likely culprit right here, so we're going to find out, but got some links for that as well. So we're going to do an oil change here, and while we're under there, we're going to see if we can get this little guy plugged in. But right now we got the oil pressure sensor. We're going to get that put on there and also do ourselves our first oil change. I'm not really sure, we probably overdrove it a little bit on the oil, but just because I didn't know when the last owner did the oil change, I should have done that sooner. But we're going to get it done today, and luckily the oil hasn't looked that bad, so it's looked pretty clean. So we're going to get it done today, so that way we know for sure it's done. So anyways, we got to get all the way up there, do some jacking, and get ourselves shimmied underneath the car today for an oil change on the GMC Envoy. Fun. I always like getting underneath small spaces. It's always good. So let's get to work. Is our oil filter. Pretty sure this is our plug. Oil filters are going to be a little bit tricky to get in there and get, but definitely possible. But you can see, I wish I had a light at this point, but there is that little extra, you can kind of see a wire there, and so that is our sensor that we got to work on. Now you see the oil coming off of that. So as I said, according to the forums, if the oil sensor has failed, it's going to be leaking oil, and you can see all this lovely stuff. Might have to come under here and do a little SuperClean work, get some of that oil off. So I'm pretty sure that's what we have going on with that, I hope. And so if we get that fixed, hopefully won't have any issues. But also, as I said, if that's not it, then we got to do a oil pump. So yahoo for that. Haven't been under here before, and so I was looking up pictures and stuff, and so you're getting stuff for the XUV and the XL, and so it's a little bit on the confusing side as to which is which. And so obviously oil filter, that's easy to surmise, but I'm thinking this is our drain plug, but not really clear pictures on that because they show them either at an angle or they're over here by the oil filter. So I'm thinking this is our buddy right here, so hopefully I'm right. But that's definitely our oil pressure filter up there, and as you can see, I'm pretty sure the seal on him has failed. But you can see we got this, all the frame right here, so getting myself into here and whatnot is going to be kind of a fun ordeal, honestly. So looking forward to concocting a way to do that. So anyways, fun stuff that you find underneath a car. And luckily, cardboard boxes to help keep messes from being overly messy. Use them, because they help absorb some of the oil, and then you don't have to use as much SuperClean on your driveway. Also, hat falling off. Anyways, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, good. That looks cool. Giant hole right there. That's neat. Got new things of these coming, so that'll look much better. Alrighty, well, I gotta figure out, make sure this is what I'm thinking it is, and then we will get ourselves our oil change done. But if you're looking between these, the GMC Envoys, you got the XL XUVs. So if you're trying to be doing it yourself for the first time, it's a little bit confusing because you're not sure what you're looking at. And first time me doing an oil change, I'm very confused as to what I'm looking at here. So, but yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun to get out just right. So, anyways, I'm getting my face out of the way, and we're gonna figure out what we do here. Alright guys, we have success, and thankfully we got the correct oil plug, so actually really easy to get that. The hardest part is definitely figuring out the correct lineup for the oil filter to be able to get the oil filter wrench up there and get that loosened. But once you got it loosened, it's pretty easy to loosen up, and thankfully at this angle I got, was able to let it mostly drain out a little bit before actually went in and took it all the way out, so it didn't have as much of a splash. So overall, pretty clean job on doing that. A little bit on the wristies and stuff, but I was able to clean that off real quick. But anyways, pretty clean job. So the fun part is we got to put oil filter back in, but also I'm going to try and feel what I can feel there and figure out if we can get the new oil filter sensor locked in. So that might be fun. So we got to unplug it, and I got to figure out what kind of size it is to unscrew it. So that'll be fun. Yeah, so I was getting nervous because the old puppy wasn't coming out, and you can see the seal kind of busted there, and definitely very oily all the way around. So got to make sure I get a cloth and clean off the sensor before we plug it into the new one. But I wanted to get this out and show it to you. So what you need is what I almost thought I didn't have. Thankfully Dad had it, and that is the Performance Tool 1/1/16, which thankfully is deep, because the other one I had, which was the snap-on, was not deep. Could not get that up and over the sensor all the way. Luckily this one, able to get it loose and out. So you need a deep well 1/1/16 to be able to get that sensor off. So important information that now I know. So luckily I can use this to tighten that new one back on, but I gotta get me a cloth, wipe off the sensor plug, and luckily we got oil already on the new one, so we just gotta get underneath and put it on. Nice. Alright guys, coming on back to you. So also got air hose here we're gonna run and try and blow off the sensor just a little bit. Hopefully clear that off. There we go. I'm gonna wipe him off. So we got, see if I can get you over here without destroying things. There we go, bring you over. So we got that little green, that's our sensor cable there, and you can kind of might be able to see it, but there is oil on that, so we're gonna try and clean that off just a little bit with both a rag. Ooh, wanna flip you around. Howdy. So I'm gonna get up here, just wipe that off with a rag here before we get back to work on it. And we're also gonna blow it off just to try and get as much off of there as possible. So didn't read anything on needing to replace the sensor cable after something like this happens. Might have been a good idea to do that. We'll find out. It looks like it's in fine shape to me. Could be wrong on that, but to me it looks fine. So I'm gonna just give it a little bit of a blow off here. Alright, oil filter is now prepared. Unfortunately, the camera decided to end his work for us, so that we couldn't show you what was going on with the oil pressure sensor. But thankfully, without the oil filter being there, it's actually pretty easy to get to. So let me get my hand in here. This guy right here. So you can see the little green, that's your plug, and then this black bracket, that is your sensor. And thankfully 1/1/16, yeah, use one of those and you can get that in there pretty easy, thankfully, once you have a nice deep well of that. So you can't do just a short ratchet, you got to do a well, socket. You have to do a deep socket to be able to get that up and over the sensor, and then be able to loosen and then tighten if you want to. So thankfully pretty easy to loosen once you get loose, and really easy to screw back in by hand. So that's not a super issue. Just figuring out what size, that's definitely difficult. But 1/1/1/16. So, and also check out the under here. We got this cleaned off a little bit, still got some oil, but yep, so that's all from this guy right here, the sensor fading. So your symptoms for that is going to be low oil pressure, and that's going to be because the sensors are fading, and eventually it's just going to let all the oil seep out. So if you're seeing that and it's doing it erratically, that's because your sensor's fading, and also because the seal is probably breaking on these as well. So good to know to watch out for that. Obviously could still be oil pump as well, but typically on these guys, your first sign of something like this going to happen, that's happening erratically, where you're just, the oil pressure just going to zero and then it comes back, it's your sensors. So definitely keep an eyeball on that. So anyways, gonna get the oil filter in there and then fill it up with some castor oil edge. Can't wait. Also can't wait to be out from underneath this vehicle. Being on the side of the vehicle working is fun, but being underneath it, not necessarily my vibe, but definitely nice to be able to change my own oil. That's something good to know how to do. Alright guys, so first oil change done with some castor oil high mileage edge, and also the fuel sensor replaced. So it's been idling for a few minutes now, not too much. Taking a look, looking at oil pressure, it's right there in the middle, kind of settled back. There's a little bit of touch above 40. Now it's settling back down at 40, so luckily the sensor appears to be working just fine. No issues with that, so that's good. Taking a look over here, running at 152 degrees, so we're not overly hot yet, but still decently warm on the engine. But yeah, looks like it's doing pretty good. Nothing weird from the gauge, so that would be a good clue if that new sensor was bad, if it was doing anything weird. So luckily it seemed to be sitting right where it should be on the oil pressure, so that's good. Nice. All right, so first oil change done, and first successful oil sensor replacement done on a 2004 GMC SLT. So very nice to have that done, and definitely like using the castor oil edge. So nice. Alrighty, well, that is it. But if you experience anything weird with your oil pressures, one thing that's cheap and also easy to actually replace and check and see if that's your issue on these particular vehicles is your oil pressure sensor. So if you check that, that might be your issue, and obviously if we run into any issues, it's probably going to be oil pump down there. Hopefully it's not. It seems like all the signs are pointing towards the oil pressure sensor. So anyways, that is it for us today, guys. Hopefully you like and enjoy. We got more stuff coming up parts wise on the GMC. Probably actually will happen later today, but that's it for this video. Like, subscribe, and if you want to check out the merch shop, check it out as well. We'll see you guys here next time. Bye bye.